there's no way I would have talked to my mama like this.
Me either.
But at the same time, there's no way my mama would have said to me what you say to your child. It goes both ways.
I loved my daughter. I was
You
there for my
love
daughter.
your daughter. Do you really love your daughter now? Y'all can't even look at each other?
I can look at her.
Okay, well, turn and look at her. Ooh,
What, Miss Devil? What you got to say? Because I see it.
What did you say to her?
Miss Devil.
As long as you have breath in your mouth, don't you speak to your mother in that way.
I've loaned my daughter a total of $900.
All right, tell me for what?
That was for my granddaughter's like uniforms and school supplies.
Okay.
You know, because that's my daughter and she has my granddaughter and
All right, well, let me hear from Destiny. Did you borrow the money from her?
Yes,
And it
I
was a
did.
loan?
I mean, she told me to give her the money back, but I really didn't look at it like I really should have to give her the money back because that's my mom.
Oh, really?
And like, yeah. And I have plenty of friends that their moms really help them. And the little help that she does is like every now and again.
Now, you have a child?
Yes, that is true.
What's boy or girl?
A girl.
And what's her name?
Ajane.
Ajane. That's a nice name.
Thank you.
Also, I think you have another little one on the way?
Yes.
Okay, how many months?
4.5.
Okay. Well, why do you think your mother owes you anything after you're a grown woman with one child and one on the way? What's your relationship like with her?
My mom, she's like on a power trip. She has to feel like she runs everything. And what she fails to realize, okay, I am 24 years old and you couldn't even get me the way you quote unquote wanted me. So how are you going to
Wait,
try to?
what you mean? Back that up.
She wanted me to be this perfect child, this perfect whatever, and I didn't turn out that way.
Lalon,
yes, ma'am.
tell me about your relationship.
Well, as she says, it's very volatile. You know, when my daughter found out that she was a really good fighter, she was fighting all the time.
What you mean? When you say fight, you mean physical
Fist
fight?
fight. My daughter is a scrapper. She likes to fight. She likes to pick fights. She likes
Is
to
that true, Destiny?
instigate fights. She fought in school. She fought with her teacher. She even fought with the ROTC sergeant
Has she ever
in high
been
school.
arrested for that?
Not for
Fighting
those
her?
issues, but in between those issues, it did come a point in time where Destiny was placed into custody.
What do you want to say, Destiny?
Okay, that might be true and all, but it's been times where she's locked me out of the house when I came home an hour late and I'm only 14.
So maybe with her locking you out, was that kind of setting boundaries, you think?
I don't know what it was.
She
but I
wasn't
wouldn't-
abusive to you or anything, right?
She'll claim
Wait a
it.
minute. Hold it. That's a big old red flag. What's happening, honey?
Man, when I was my mom, I swear I love my mom to death, and I'm not trying to make her seem like this bad person.
Okay.
But heck yeah, like my mom used to sock me, swing on me in my face, everything.
And tell the judge
So-
why.
Okay, because I would slam my door. Because
No,
I would
that's
say
not why.
because
How
I
old were
was
you when this was going on?
13, 12. That's when she sent me to Oregon. I had to be I was in the 6th
To
grade.
where?
Portland, Oregon.
What was in Oregon?
My mom and my sister.
My auntie.
You sent her to live with some other family
Yes, I was
members?
trying to get her out of LA, get her off the east side, get her away from her little gang banging friends.
Were you in the gang?
Your Honor.
And still is.
Destiny, were you in?
Your Honor.
Destiny, were you in the gang? Tell me the truth.
Yes, I was
Okay.
because they loved me more, I felt, than my own mother did.
When did you join the gang?
When we moved to the east side,
Like
and
when-
that
how
was when I
old
was
were you?
13 years old, and I
Okay.
was 12
Are
when
you
she
still
sent-
in one now?
No.
That's what your mama just said.
My mom can say whatever she wants to say. That is
so
not
can
true.
you.
What I'm trying to understand, Lalonde, did you hear what she said, that the gang loved her
That's
more?
what all young people say, and for
But you
some
know
it
what?
may be
Those-
true.
they join
but
the gangs for
my
that
daughter
reason.
had a mother who was there. My daughter had a mother who made sure that she had
Did
her own
you
place.
hit her though in soccer like she said?
Yes, I did, and you want to know why? Because my daughter raised her hand to me and thought that she was gonna whoop me.
Is that true?
Your Honor.
Huh? You better tell it. If
baby,
you're gonna tell it, tell it
We gon-
all.
This the day we're
First
going
of
to tell
Your
it all.
Honor,
Let's
yeah,
tell it all.
Well, if
Come
we
on.
don't tell it all, we can tell it all.
Tell it all. Come on.
Your Honor, I slammed my bedroom door. She got mad. She came, ran in my room. She grabbed me by my hair. She started punching me. And yes,
Is that true?
it was.
I've
can
never
Your
grabbed her
Honor,
by her hair.
Your Honor, I kicked up my foot and kicked her in the face on accident. The next day, she shipped me off to Portland, Oregon to live with my auntie and my grandmother for 5 months.
Let me ask you this. Where's her dad in this? You've been by yourself?
Yes, I've raised her on my own. Her father was not there.
Okay.
He's
What's his
passed
relationship?
now.
Oh, okay.
But
Did you have a good relationship with him?
no, it was exactly the same as this is.
I'm concerned because I read in something that you said. Now, you tell me if you said it. I don't know if you did. That she's got the same bad DNA as her
Yes,
dad.
ma'am, I did say that. She
hates
takes
me.
after her father.
If I was dead, she'd be happy. That's the way I feel.
You really believe?
Yes, if I died today, I feel like she would be just the happiest. I have her daughter now. Now I can control this. Now the bee is dead. That's the way I feel.
Lalonde, what does that make you feel like what your child is saying
It's
to
the
you?
truth.
She really believes
That is so tragic for a daughter to believe that her mother would be happier if she was dead. What do you guys think about this? Do you think that she is a product of her environment, as in like her friends and stuff, or the way that she was raised? Or do you think that she was what the mother is claiming, that she has the same DNA as her father? What do you guys think about that? That's interesting.
That she would be better off dead than being in your life. And then you
She'll
can
be
just
happy.
have Anjanae and go on.
That's what she wants.
What does that make you feel like?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Nothing.
Do you think that there may have been some damage in telling her you've got bad DNA?
I wish I never had you. You
Hold
were a
on,
mistake.
honey, just a minute.
Why don't you tell her how you said,
No.
how you called me all kind of bees, told me how you hated me?
I was 12 years old. What you gonna
And
tell
why
me?
would
on
I
an
say
accident?
something like that to you?
You tell me. You tell me. You the one said it.
You hear those women that used to say you're never gonna be nothing?
That's her.
Because you act just like your daddy?
That's her.
Because your daddy wasn't nothing? You
I've
never
never
gonna be
said
nothing?
that she'd never
well,
be
what
anything.
I'm saying is, though, if you're saying that you got the same bad DNA like your daddy, what is that telling her, though? It's sad, honey, because let me tell you something. This is your daughter.
And she don't love me.
Hold on. Do
You don't allow me to.
Okay, but do you love her?
No.
We got everything, all the cards are on the table. Do you love her?
Yes, I love my daughter. If I didn't love her, I'd have turned my back a long time ago and would have never looked back.
Okay, why do you say? Did you hear what she just said? See, nobody wants
Because
to
I don't
listen.
have to deal with any of this.
Okay, why you don't believe she loves you?
I don't.
Why, Destiny?
Look how the way she talk.
Well, right now she's
look here.
angry.
No, she's always angry. Every time. She's always angry. She don't give me no credit for anything.
Okay, do you give her
Nothing.
credit for anything?
Yes, I do. Destiny doesn't continuously try to do better for herself. I mean, how much do I have to do?
Lalon, you
How
gotta
far
do.
do I have to
Baby,
go?
you got to go to the ends of the world when you're a mama. You hear what I'm saying to you?
Don't do it. Not for me.
What has
And I
to
haven't
happen?
shown that.
No, listen to me. There are no boundaries in this relationship. Girl, there's no way I would have talked to my mama like this.
Me either.
But at the same time, there's no way my mama would have said to me what you say to your child. It
Straight
goes
up.
both ways.
Sometimes I find that parents think that they can say and do whatever they want to their kids, and it only hurts the situation. You have to have respect. It has to go both ways.
I didn't come from anything. Nobody gave me anything. My mother was a single parent. Obviously, if I didn't have a daddy, he wasn't worth anything either. But what would have happened to my self-esteem had she said to me, you got the same bad DNA as your father? What would have happened to me? Do you think I'd be sitting here now?
And you a mistake.
It all depends on if you have the determination.
Baby, words matter. Words are as important as those licks when you put your hands on her. In some ways, words are worse than hitting somebody. Because
Yes,
let me
they
tell you
sure
something.
are.
I haven't always gotten it right. They don't give us a book on how to be a parent. I can tell that because you lived life a certain way, it seems like you wanted her to fall into that. Pretty little daughters with ribbons just doesn't happen that way. We might want it to happen that way. Kids grow up and they hurt us. They don't listen, they run away from home. In your instance, they join a gang. And a lot of times it's hard being a parent. It's not fair and it's hard. But let me tell you something. Once you've done it, it was not her fault once she came into this world. It is not fair. Sometimes you get what you get and you do the best that you can. But let me tell you something. Love cures everything. I don't feel love nowhere in any of this.
And neither do I.
And I don't feel respect. Do you know I didn't have to put my hands on my children?
Do you know how blessed you are?
Because
you
I
didn't?
walked like that. Do you understand me? I have a walk. I don't even need this gavel right now. You can tell I don't play because I walk with dignity and I know how to deal with folks. You got a little attitude, honey. But did you ever tell your mama, I'm sorry for everything I put you through?
Yes, I have told her
Has
that.
she said that to you?
Yeah, she's
And she's told me
apologized.
the
She's
same thing.
apologized.
Have you accepted it?
No.
I've tried to, but every time I try to accept her apologies and move forward, she does the same things over and over again.
Baby, she's not perfect. You got to just bend your heart and your mind and your spirit toward your child. You have got to want this. I can put an order down, but I can't order you to love your child. That's something you got to do.
I am so tired of going through these changes with my daughter. And it seemed like every time, I make the advance to let her in my heart, she does the same things. It's like soon as she get what she want, she go back to being the same little wicked little child.
Guess what? Listen, Lalon, she's never going to be you.
And I know that.
Okay, yes, I understand, but that's a good thing. Our children are not meant to be clones of us, honey. You got the man with the bad DNA. That tells me you made some mistakes.
Yes, I did.
It's time for you to look in a mirror at your own self. Maybe you're not liking her so much because what you see in her is what you may have been. You cannot spell out how you wanted destiny to be. And Anjanae is not your child. She's not yours.
Yeah, I
Get over
understand
it.
that.
What do you mean get over it?
Because she wants to take my baby from me. Get over it.
If I wanted to take her, I'd have took her
No.
when you was incarcerated.
Okay, well,
when it would have been
whatever.
easier for me to do
Like
it.
I said, you want to take my daughter. You always try to threaten me about it. Get over it. She's not your daughter.
What about the new child you have?
She gonna want to take that one too. Oh, he's so pretty. I want him. He's mine.
You having
No.
a little boy?
Yeah.
I guess it's hard for me to comprehend in many ways because all I know is love can do anything. You may not get along with her, but I don't know, do you really, really love her?
I loved my daughter.
She bought me
I was
everything.
there
You
for my
love
daughter.
your daughter. Do you
Love.
really love your daughter now?
Nope.
Yes, I still
Okay,
love my
well, let
daughter.
me let y'all talk to each other then. I want to try one last thing. Can you look at her, turn them to the side, put the folder down, and look at each other? Y'all can't even look at each other?
I can look at her.
Okay, well, turn and look at her. Can you look at her? Ooh,
What,
that's
Miss Devil? What you got to say? Because I see it.
What did you say to her?
Miss Devil. She just looked
Girl,
like she
let me
wanted
say
to
this.
don't have
kill me
anything
right
Wait,
now.
let me end this right now on this note.
Let's,
Because, baby,
'cause I
let
don't
me
have
say this to
anything
you.
to say.
As long as you have breath in your mouth, don't you speak to your mother in that
She
way.
looked like she want to kill me
Did
right
you hear
now.
what I said?
Yes,
The
I did,
problem
Your
is
Honor.
you all are like girlfriends, and there's not a mother-daughter relationship here. But don't you talk to your mother like that, honey. Because
And that's
that's
the root
not
of
right.
the whole
That's not right.
situation.
That's
That's
not
the
right.
root of the whole
I
situation.
understand. It's not right. You all need counseling, serious counseling,
It's not gonna
intensive
work.
counseling,
That's not
big
gonna
time
work.
counseling,
That's-
everyday counseling. You all need counseling. I can't stress that enough. Okay? Anything else you want to add?
No, ma'am. I do not want to add anything further.
So what, you just leave as angry as before?
Of course.
Girl, stop. Be quiet. Somebody should have dealt with you with my little girl. I would
I
have
wish
dealt
I
with
was too. Maybe I'll be a lot happier. At least I'll have somebody to love me.
you. Keep looking for love in all the wrong places. If you cannot get it from her, it's time now for you to grow up. I had a child I had to raise. And so now you got to give that love to yourself. Stop resenting that you did not get it. If your mother will not give it to you, give it to yourself. And then be a better mother to your children than your mother was to you. That's what you do.
Yeah, I'll clap for that.
All right, Lalonde, I went through all of your bills. I've got the evidence for the canceled checks. Because you put your granddaughter in that school, I think that's responsibility
fine.
of you to pay for
That's
those
fine.
uniforms. Let me tell you something. It's not about material things. If you really want to help your grandchildren, maybe talk to her just a little bit better. I know it's hard having your daughter say you're the devil. I know that it is. And you need an attitude check, but it's too much now. You all got to move on with your life for your grandkids, and then you got to do it for you. I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $700 with instructions that you all try to get as much counseling as you can, and all I can say is I wish you the best. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
It's so tragic to me to see a mother and daughter act like that towards each other. You could tell that the mother's blood was boiling in her body just looking at her daughter. How sad and tragic is that? And I love Judge Penny because she's trying to get through to them more than just a plaintiff and a defendant in a court case. She's trying to get through to them as a mother and as a daughter and as a human being, which is just beautiful to see. What do you guys think about the judgment? Do you think it was too much, too little, or just right? I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know. Say hi to Ozzy. Love ya.